up, everyone? Wanted to talk about a quote that I read in a book a couple days ago, and it was, "Every moment waited is a moment wasted." And it kind of resonated with me with a lot of things that have been going on probably in maybe like the last 5 to 10 years of my life. And it's probably been resonating with you as well. And it's that the more you wait to do something you want to do, the less like the less likely you're going to do it. And sometimes you just got to take that chance and that opportunity to go for those things no matter what happens, because we only got one life and we don't want to waste that life. So you have to really just take those shots and say, you know, even if it doesn't work out, that I tried. I tried, and it's time to maybe do something else and say, it made me a better man because I at least tried to achieve the that goal that I had. And then you can mark that off in your book. And that doesn't necessarily mean you can't do it, but maybe you had to fail a few times to learn something from that. For instance, like the gym, just trying and failing different things and seeing what works for you, calisthenics, body weight stuff, cardio, lifting, trying different sets and rep ranges, seeing how you do with different supplements, just all kinds of different aspects of trying and failing. And then when you see that you can do that and that the only one holding you back is yourself, moving into different aspects of your life, moving that mindset to different areas. And if you really see where you've come from and what you've achieved in that time, then you can say, well, what can I achieve then? Because usually the only one holding you back is you. And that bulletproof mindset is going to help move you forward through life and be better for it. And I'm not saying that people can't hold you back, they definitely can, but as long as you've got that bulletproof mindset, you can really go far. And not wasting those moments and those opportunities when you get them and saying, hey, I'm just going to go for it. Seems like there's a lot less people who are willing to go for it now. And we need more of those people in the world, more of those men in the world, those leaders that just take those risks and those chances. Because all those great men back years and years and years ago, they took those risks and they took those chances. And that didn't necessarily mean that they were going to be successful, but they were willing to take the failure and take the risk and say, hey, I'm just going to do this. Businesses, writing books, you know, taking their failures and their losses and saying, hey, what can I learn from this experience that I had to make me better for the future? Because for every success, there was, I'm sure, tens, if not hundreds of failures, if not thousands. But all it takes is that one success to say, wow, I can do this. And that's a big thing going on. Sometimes we have to shut the mind off and live in the moment and do the things now rather than put them off. Because when you put them off, another day goes by, another hour goes by, another day goes by, another week goes by, and then we're in the same spot we were, not looking at any growth. And that's what life is about. It's your failures and your successes. Trust me, when I first started in the gym, I was way overweight. Shoot, I was probably 35 or 40% body fat. And just taking losses left and right, being sore, not knowing what to eat, not knowing the workouts to do, just kind of spinning my wheels. But then I started researching, looking up workout routines, looking up what to eat, just trying different things and failing. But I've put in 10,000 hours in the gym and I've learned a lot along the way. And I'm still learning. That's what life's about. It's about learning. But in order to do that, you got to be willing to go out and do different things. Like I said, take those failures and take those successes and be better for them. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take my successes in the gym and with other parts of my life and put them towards other things now, because I just had to start saying, if I can do this, what else can I do? And I think everybody can have that mindset and can do that. All it's just going to take is a little bit of effort and a little bit of time. Consistency is key, and consistency always beats natural talent. You can have somebody who's naturally talented at something, but they don't want to put in the work, and the guy that's consistent will beat them every time because they're willing to do the hard thing and put in the work consistently for years, if that's what it takes. And sometimes it does take years. Instant gratification in this fast culture now that we have is what's frying a lot of people's brains. But once you step back and say, I'm done with those dopamine hits and I'm done with the fast now, then you really start to see things, and that they take time. So when you're really thinking about doing something, try to live in the now and just say, I'm going to do this right now, not tomorrow, now. That's going to be your best opportunity, because in the moment, if you realize that you might not get that again, then you have to just do it. I also had listened to a couple different things lately, you know, and these guys were talking about no matter where you go, there you are. That's exactly true. It just depends on who you are as a man and the mentality that you bring to those situations, because you can change. And when you're young, yeah, you're going to do some dumb shit and maybe get into some trouble. We all do. But you even grow from those experiences. And when you get older, you're more mature and you see things for what they are and differently. And you do realize you've come a long way. But anybody can do this. I'm just a guy. I just wanted to try different things, so I did it. Take the moments, take the opportunities, put in some of that work that you might not necessarily want to do because it's probably the work that you don't want to do that's going to be holding you back.